In the previous video, you became informed about the three types of income, and of those three, there are two that are the most important to earn. Now, if you missed that, go back and watch it. Each video in this series builds on each other, so it's helpful to watch it consecutively. This video is going to be about plucking the weeds and watering the seeds, how to reduce the drag that taxes can have on your ability to build wealth, and how to position your wealth to grow to last for generations. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, I'm recording this during April, which is Financial Literacy Month, which is the height of tax season. If you're like most, you're rubbing your hands hoping for a big tax return. Well, I'm about to drop a bomb on you. If you're getting a huge tax return, then you're losing the money game before you can even get started, because that money management piece is vital. It's a huge misconception and a major marketing ploy to think that a tax return is a good thing. What's happening is that you're overpaying the government out of your paycheck. They invest all your money all throughout the year, earn interest off of it, so they're getting essentially free money, and in turn giving you your money back a whole entire year later. And because of this marketing strategy, they make you feel like getting a huge refund is something to be proud of. Look, if you have a tax preparer, not a tax planner, that's focused on getting you a huge tax return run for the hills, that's not sound tax planning. Real tax planning is actually a year-round activity. What's optimal is to break even or owe very little. Listen, one of the optimal ways to build sustainable wealth is to be taxed on less at a lower tax rate. Now, unfortunately, what most people do is earn a W-2 income, and the out-of-date mantra is to go to school, get a job, or start a career. And if you're telling young people this, stop. You're killing their financial future. Now, I'm not saying that a job or career is not valuable or important. It's just not optimal if you want true financial freedom. The two just don't go hand in hand. A W-2 income is taxed at the highest, and you're exchanging time for money. So your time is tied to a specific hourly wage or salary. It's capped. You win the wealth game by generating passive and portfolio income. You see, most assets that generate this kind of income have favorable tax benefits. You can write off expenses and passive losses, which actually increase your net income. Now, real estate is the most familiar example of this. The rents that you collect are classified as passive income, right? Now, the expenses that you incur to maintain the property can all be expensed, meaning they can be deducted, and as a result, instead of being taxed on, say, $50,000, you're taxed on just $30,000. It's a huge difference. Now, in my private financial planning practice, I get to use a whole lot of fun, sophisticated strategies that allow my clients to create a passive loss and still get a positive cash flow. I know it sounds crazy, but a passive gain can only be offset with a passive loss. And I wish I could tell you more, about this, but I just want to keep this simple and let you know that if you set up a solid financial foundation, do simple things first, then you'll be in the right position to take your finances to the next level, and I'm here to help you get there. Another way to mitigate taxes is to earn income from assets that generate capital gains. Long-term capital gains are taxed anywhere from 0 to 20% versus that 10 to 37% for active income like your W-2. Look at it like this. Say you have no active income, but your portfolio income is generating 50 grand in capital gains. Then you're actually only taxed at the 0% tax rate. Can you believe that? In capital gains. Now, I have to hold myself back from getting too technical. I love this stuff, and it's exciting, and I love sharing it. What I love even more is when my clients take action and use the strategies that I offer them. At first, many people are in disbelief, but at the same time, know that people like Warren Buffett, who admit he pays less percentage-wise in taxes than his executive secretary, but just don't know exactly how it all works. See, you just have to have the information and know how to apply it. Sometimes I wonder, why isn't his secretary on board? But, not everybody wants to be super wealthy. And, that's not really what I'm suggesting either. What I want people to do is to stop whining and complaining about how others are taking advantage of the system and start benefiting from it for ourselves, right? Plain and simple. See, when a zillionaire has their hands in the wealth pile, we become super philanthropists. You think you're a giver now? Just wait until you have even more to give. And when you have your financial team in place to position your wealth in a way where you're using charitable giving strategies that allow you to annually give 5, 6, 7 figures to organizations that help your community on a consistent annual basis and create generational wealth to heirs that won't squander it, that's why I'm here pouring into you and to turn your dreams, your desires into a reality. But first, you have to see it, remember? Your dreams have to feel real and attainable, and that comes with knowledge and exposure, right? I know sometimes financial stuff can be a little boring and it may seem a little challenging to get over some of the hurdles, but you have to keep the end in mind. Look, I had to get over my issues with technology, and as an introvert, I had to get over some issues with public speaking, networking, and doing videos like this because I have a calling to help people with purpose to attain sustainable wealth. So I want you to pluck the weeds by having at least 50 to 80% of your income come from passive and portfolio income. And I want you to water those seeds by investing in as many assets that generate passive and portfolio income inside of a tax deferred structure and assets that grow tax free and grow by compound interest as well. So, based upon what we've learned today, I want you to reach out to a tax planner to help you position yourself to break even or just pay very little in taxes because remember, tax planning is year round, it's not seasonal. Well, that's all for now. I will see you in the next video, and I'm going to share how to build a financial fortress. If you heard something today that resonates, please share this with someone that you feel would get the same value from it. I am here to be of service to get as many women on track financially as possible. Let's level up your finances, ladies.